All right, the city of Tshwane says that power cuts and heavy rains making it very difficult to manage their electricity network. Also saying crime, theft and vandalism costing millions, which is now adding to the problem. So let's get an update then with the MMC for Utility Services. It's Daryl Johnston joining us this morning to talk about how they're going to handle this. Is it going to get any better now that we are into stage 4 blackouts? We're hearing stage 3 possibly from next week. Daryl, good morning to you. But despite the various stages of power cuts, load shedding, use whatever word you want to, the damage has already been done, hasn't it?
Without a doubt, it is a little bit of a relief for a reduction in the stages to 4 and potentially 3. But nonetheless, the fact of the matter is that we really struggle with the damage that, and it continues to happen, that's caused by load shedding. 11,000 volts being restored on the medium voltage side provides significant inrush currents, and that does damage to equipment and network infrastructure.
And when we now start talking about how much longer blackouts and load shedding are going to be in place, depending who you talk to, between 12 to 18 months, Daryl, some are saying it could be a good couple of years. The damage you're talking about now is also going to take a long time to repair. Is there an estimation in your mind yet?
Look, it's an ongoing thing, and it's a moving target all the time. You don't know where you're going to have problems next. And part of the issue here is that the load shedding has accelerated the age of the network. The networks are not designed to be switched on and off the way they are being done, especially on the higher stages of load shedding. That exacerbates it even more. And so that accelerates the age of the network, meaning that we're going to have to start replacing the networks earlier than what's been anticipated. But all the work that we have to do is also, I mean, it's essentially, a lot of it becomes unbudgeted because it's not an item that you should be dealing with as a municipality on a daily basis.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say all of this. These plans are great. These plans are going to take time, but somebody has to pick up the bill in the end as well. A, do you have the money to get this all done, or is this going to now become a problem? Run out of money, can't get the infrastructure working, the power goes off, which means you can't make money, which means you can't use the money to pay for the repairs, and so around the hamster wheel we go.
Absolutely, and so it means reprioritization of budgets, and when we get to the upcoming adjustment budgets, we're going to have to look at that. And what this means ultimately is that we're not delivering what we could and should be delivering in terms of improvements and upgrades and so forth within the municipality to the benefit of the citizens, because we're having to redirect funds to continuously replace and repair equipment that we just shouldn't be on a daily basis. It also impacts on our human resources, because we have to deploy teams to attend to all of these repairs, where those teams are meant to be attending to your other normal, typical daily issues, and we have to reprioritize that, which slows down service delivery to our citizens.
And I'm sure we could sit here all day and talk about the litany of problems and the knock-on effect, Daryl, that this has. Is there a glimmer of hope? I don't want to say light at the end of the tunnel. The cliche is dead. Their lights are off. There is no tunnel. So is there a glimmer of hope for the residents of Tshwane? Are there plans in place?
Well, certainly from our side, we are looking at all of the alternatives that are available, and we are in the process of establishing an energy task team that will deal specifically with all of the various renewable energy options that are out there. We look internally to options in terms of our own generation, and we have to find a way out of this to become more energy secure and energy independent as a city. And we'll do the same with water as well, because that's equally critical.
I'm sure you would expect me to ask you the question, Daryl, as someone who moves in these circles as well. The resignation of Andre Daryl from Eskom, good thing, bad thing, not going to make a difference. I'd like your thoughts on it before I say goodbye.
Certainly, it's concerning to me. There was that stability. It's now going to, in one way or another, bring about some instability to what's happening at Eskom, and I'm certainly from my side not very happy with the situation. I think the man was in an unenviable position, but I think that slowly but surely there would be progress made, And he certainly couldn't be blamed for the state that Eskom's in and where it's gone. I think we could all see and foresee that it was headed in this direction. But that's just the nature of the beast that he inherited, I'm afraid.
Do you think it's going to get worse?
Well, I really hope not, because I think the country can ill afford any further damage to the economy. And the fact of the matter is that these blackouts by Eskom, the load shedding, also provides a perfect timetable to the thieves, the copper thieves, and the vandals that are damaging our infrastructure. And they don't have to trip substations. They get essentially told when and where it's going to be off and for how long, and that gives them the opportunity. And on that other side, the theft and vandalism is costing us an immense amount of money. Fortunately, last night we managed to catch some thieves that had stolen about 1.8 million rands worth of cable, it seems, from one of our depots. The investigation's underway, but those are the sorts of things that we're fighting on the other side of this scourge.